woman, taking advantage of her husband's absence, sought a thrilling one-night stand. But just as she and the man began to get intimate, her body suddenly went completely limp and she collapsed onto the bed. When she came to, she found herself on an airplane. Not only had her hair been cut short, but her entire appearance had been transformed beyond recognition. Even more terrifying, lying across from her was an unconscious stranger. She frantically dug through her bag for a compact mirror, desperately trying to piece together what had happened, but her mind was a complete blank. Left with no other option, she rifled through the stranger's belongings and found his passport. She tried to wake the man, whose name was Pete, hoping he could tell her the truth. But to her surprise, Pete woke up just as confused as she was. His teeth were throbbing with intense pain, and strangest of all, a tattoo had appeared on his arm, out of nowhere. That's when they noticed a flight attendant slumped nearby. Pete rushed over to try to wake him.
Is she okay? Is she dead?
Why are you calling me Peter?
Your passport?
I don't have a passport! I don't like to fly! I don't have tattoos!
As they stood there, utterly bewildered, a fully armed pilot suddenly appeared, and it was the very same man who had been intimate with the woman the night before.
Better buckle up.
Everything was happening too fast. They had no time to react. The plane began to spiral out of control, plummeting toward the ground, while both cockpit crew members were already unconscious. In that moment, there was nothing they could do but wait for the end. The crash was ultimately ruled an accident. The two victims were identified as leaders of a Serbian crime syndicate. What the authorities never knew was that the two people on that plane were nothing more than decoys sacrificed in place of the real targets.